Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 1991 here at Upper Area High School. As you can see, the faculty is now joining at the end of the runway here in front of the grandstand on the track, as they will proceed in first, followed by the graduating class of 1991. It's a very, very beautiful evening here for commencement. Once again, the weather has held off perfectly for this evening's commencement exercises. Partly cloudy sky, a little bit of a breeze blowing, and it's cool for a June 6th day. Otherwise, just a lovely evening. Good crowd here to help celebrate the commencement of these young men and women. And we'll be set with the opening procession in just a little bit. Again, the teachers, all of the faculty, wearing the robes designating their particular area of expertise, their degrees. And this was provided for the commencement exercises at the beginning of the term of Mr. Garrett. I think he instituted this kind of a processional, and it's been going on ever since Mr. Garrett's here, and I think he's here about 4 years now. And it has just grown in popularity among the folks. It's a very solemn procession and a very inspiring commencement. So we'll be back with that in just a moment.
Heavenly Father, we ask your blessing upon this class and upon their families. Give them always a passion for life, a passion for love. Give them strength to realize their gifts and abilities. Give them to share others so they can make our world a better place. Give them self-confidence, their own abilities. Give them bless them abundantly. They use those for the greater good of our world. And we ask this through Christ our Lord.
Good evening, everyone, and a sincere welcome to each one of you. On behalf of the members of the senior class, we are pleased that you can be with us at our commencement ceremony. To the members of my class, as president and your official representative, I want you to know I am proud to be associated with each one of you. My appreciation to you for the cooperation given on our various projects. I want to wish you the best in your future endeavors. And even though we are a bit sad as our high school days end, may we look to the future with promise, keeping in mind our motto, what lies behind us, what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. On this auspicious occasion, I would ask the members of the audience, please refrain from applauding and shouting during the receiving of our diplomas. This is an important time in our lives, and we are proud that we have come this far. Now it is with pleasure that I introduce our speaker for this evening, Mr. Mike Ross. Mr. Ross is a graduate of William Penn High School, Harrisburg, and the Pennsylvania State University with a bachelor's degree in arts and letters. Early in his career, he starred in various Broadway productions. Later, he entered the field of television. He currently is the legislative correspondent on WHTM TV. Channel 27. I'm sure you all recognize him. Mr. Ross, on behalf of the senior class, I thank you for being with us this evening and on a special occasion. Mike?
Thank you, Brandy Williard. It's nice to be introduced by a lady president. Members of the Upper Dauphin School Board, the administration, faculty, students, family, and friends of the 1991 graduating class. You have started a ceremony, a tradition that I have acknowledged right here tonight that I hope never stops. It was thoroughly enjoyable. I don't know of any other school that does it, but it was inspirational. And please allow me just a few moments. I want to savor this invitation, this high honor that you've accorded me. I probably should pinch myself to make sure that you, the future leaders of the state and the nation, are there, and that I am standing here. It's not often that one has the opportunity of speaking from the heart on such an important occasion as your commencement. For you, it's a new beginning, another transition of growth in your life. And speaking of growth, how many of you thought tonight, as I walked to this rostrum, that I was much taller than I am? Come on now, come on, admit it. Don't be afraid. It's true. I realized years ago just how short I really was. In the old days, we stood before a podium like this one to give the news, and we didn't have elaborate desks with video monitors and teleprompters and all the business paraphernalia that goes on in the studios today. It was 5 minutes before airtime as I walked into the studio and knew I was in trouble. There was a new podium, and when I stood behind it, all you could see were my eyes. I spotted a crate filled with oranges used for live commercials, emptied it, placed it back of the podium, and then stood on it. It was somewhat back to normal. At least my head was in sight of the camera, but it was the best I could do with so little time to do it. Well, disaster struck 5 minutes later into the newscast. The crate, yes, you're laughing, gave way. And again, all you could see were my eyes. I quickly placed my feet on the edges of the crate and continued on with the news. So yes, I really do know about being short. But let me tell you this. Tall people wouldn't know how tall they are if it wasn't for short people. So just think about that. It's all in how you perceive life to be. Some might say that life is just mind over matter. To them I say, if you don't mind, then it really doesn't matter. Tonight you will hold a high school diploma in your hand, and for some of you, that task was easy. For others, the achievement was far more difficult. But that's past. It's prologue. It's perfect. And it cannot be changed. Nevertheless, I urge that you use it as a foundation to build to the future, as a learning experience to guide the decisions that are still to come. These are exciting times as you venture from the protected classroom and your many longtime friends to the real world to find, as we say, fame and fortune. In doing so, may I suggest that you take the high road. True, it is filled with hills and valleys. It's filled with ups and downs, but it is the path that builds character, it builds truth, it builds sacrifice, it builds humility, and it builds personal satisfaction. There is, as we also know, a low and a short road that may bring you instant gratification and money. But in the long haul of life, it most likely will fall short of having any meaning or fulfillment. It will lack compassion. It will lack understanding. Those who look to quick rewards will not be able to see life as it exists around them, of being a good steward in the world they live in, of giving, of volunteering in service to others. Opportunities are certainly going to be open to you, opportunities that are unlimited. Everyone has a chance to go as far as their energies and talents will take them. The opportunities you enjoy are believingly unmatched in world history. Success stories, time and again, remind us that the spirit of Horatio Alger is still alive today. But there also are challenges you must face if you want to convert those opportunities into success stories. The diploma that you will receive tonight and the others that you may earn are like admission tickets to the opportunities of life. Try hard to seek meaningful and moral ways to contribute to the economy, to the society, to your family. We live in a world where too much brain power and energy seems to be directed toward self-importance, toward buyouts, toward mergers, toward takeovers. It's a game that's being played in large corporate offices with thoughts of big monetary rewards. But it's also a game that leaves no deep or solid footprints in the community on the path that leads to economic stability and economic growth. It sows seeds of suspicion, of fear among employees who thought if they worked hard and they produced, they would have some security on the job. It's the sign of the times. Everybody wants the big bucks, but few, if any, want to work hard to get it. It's like turning on the television set for instant gratification, the easy life, the couch potato, no effort, no meaningful gain. Unless, of course, you tune into Channel 27 News. Now, you knew I had to say that, right? But it's true. The more informed that you are, the easier it is to make those decisions that will affect your life. A long time ago, in my early years of broadcasting, I made a very important decision. I received a phone call from a former classmate who had become the personal secretary to Jinx Falkenberg. Most of you, I'm sure, will not recognize that name, but in the early 50s, she hosted her own television show in New York City. Anyway, my school chum informed me that something had crossed her desk that would be of great interest to me. There would be tryouts for the big musical hit Guys and Dolls, and I would be perfect for the role. I told Judy I was perfectly content being in radio in the capital city, and no matter how much she pleaded, I just would not change my mind. Until she said something that made me think. And this is what she said. 20 years from now, you'll wonder if you could have made it in the big time. And she was right. It's a question I'm sure I would have asked myself over and over again. It's a question that you could very well ask yourself over and over again. I accepted that challenge, and I was lucky. I did succeed. The little nobody from Harrisburg ended up being an understudy for the role of Betty South Street, and from that accomplishment, I ended up playing the part. All of this took place in a national company formed by Fewer and Martin, touring the nation and Canada for more than 2 years. From there, I played a bit part in a movie with Ann Sheridan. She was known as the sex siren in our days, and it was called The Lieutenant Was a Lady. It was a comedy about Army life when an officer arrived at a military establishment, thought to be a man because she used her initials, turned out to be a woman. Now, why do I tell you all this? No, it has nothing to do with a sexy Ann Sheridan, or it has nothing to do with Guys and Dolls. But it has everything to do with opportunities. Someone once said, his name was George Moore, everybody sets out to do something, and everybody does something, but no one does what he or she sets out to do. That certainly was true in my life. I thought of being a music teacher or a concert artist, but my first real job was in radio. Then came the exhilarating experiences I mentioned, Guys and Dolls and the movie. But I quickly came back to broadcasting and television, and to me, it's home. I'm one of the lucky ones because I thoroughly enjoy what I do. Yes, you have opportunities to change direction, to change the emphasis in your life, to change your attitude about it. You do and you can make a difference. You can make a difference. No, you can't rewrite history. And you won't absolutely be able to control the future. But what you can do, and do ever so slightly, is alter events positively. In doing so, the effort will prove beneficial to you, to all of us. The election process is a good example of where, individually, you can make a difference. Too often I've heard people say, why vote? My vote doesn't mean very much. It doesn't count. It won't be missed. Not true. Absolutely not true. Judge Genevieve Blatt, now a senior judge in Commonwealth Court, was the first woman in Pennsylvania history to be elected statewide to an office. And she became Secretary of Internal Affairs. And she did so by only a scant few votes. Ask Judge Black if your vote counts. And if I may use a personal experience, I ran for vice president of my class. In those days, it was the gentleman thing to do, at least I thought so, was never vote for yourself. Vote for the other guy. I did not become vice president of my class. I lost by one vote. If you have no faith in yourself, I've since learned, then why make the effort? You have to believe. People do make a difference, and you can stop that I don't count syndrome. Remember that others have been down that same path, like myself, and survived their own mistakes and shortcomings. Nothing that is attainable in life is worth the effort unless you really have worked for it. Remember that television commercial a few years back when John Houseman said, "We make money the old-fashioned way. We earn it." It's a good philosophy, not only for a good commercial, but for life itself. Linda Faree of Georgia notes, "We will be called to account for what we did with what we had, not for what we would have done with more." And this is what an observer of the American scene wrote. His name was John Gardner. "An excellent plumber is infinitely more admirable than an incompetent philosopher. The society which scorns excellence in plumbing, because plumbing is a humbling activity, and tolerates shoddiness in philosophy, because it is an exalted activity, will have neither good plumbing nor good philosophy. Neither its pipes nor its theories will hold water." The bottom line is, as I say in some of my newscasts, is no matter what your role in life will be, give it your best shot. A high school music teacher whom I greatly admired wrote in my yearbook back in 1942. Can you remember back that far? No, you can't. 1942, he said, "Mike, you've got what it takes. Give all you've got." And if I were privileged to write on a page in your yearbook, the message would be the same. You've got what it takes. Give all you've got. Thank you.
Every class likes to think that its own class is special, different, and that it stands apart from all others. It is a universal feeling to be convinced of the rightness of one's own generation. In truth, our class is a haphazard result of birth dates and zip codes. We no more choose our classmates than our families. However, this randomness does not negate the bonds that unite us as a class. The class of 1991 exists to all of us, its members, somewhere between the extreme boundaries of ourselves and our immediate families and our entire universe. Our existence as a class has been elevated from a casual state by virtue of our fellowship. The success of our formal education to this point lies not in the facts or theorems that we have indelibly committed to memory, but in our assimilation of the skills necessary to understand information. In our current society, the number of discrete units of information doubles every 2.5 years. Many facts and supposed axioms are short-lived, becoming obsolete or erroneous. In essence, our education is of the most consequence to our learning how to learn. Now more than ever, it is an imperative to be able to understand and process information in the context of everyday life. We need to be able to think and relate information, translating it so that it is meaningful to our individual lives. We have left behind the echolalia of grammar school forever. We know that it doesn't matter if we've memorized pi to the 10 millionth decimal if we don't know why. With the end of our high school career does not come the end of this learning. Regardless of whether we are moving on to jobs or more schooling, we will always be adding to the groundwork of knowledge we have gained in high school. Nor is this the end of our last recess before entering the harsh and cruel world of reality. We have been in the real world all of our lives. Our individual realities change as we grow older. With every age, reality is the present. We enter the so-called real world when we as individuals decide. Our high school experience has been what we have made of it. It is foolish to see high school, or any time, as merely a stepping stone to the future. High school is not something to survive like a war or a tragedy. We are a future-oriented society, and we must not forget the past or that we are living in the present. Thinking of the past is inevitable at our high school graduation. We look back fondly on our participation in sports, band, chorus, and clubs, and tend to wax sentimental because all of it has finally come to an end. High school graduation seems to symbolize the end of childhood and the beginning of adulthood. This change did not occur over one day like a holiday, but gradually. Graduation seems to be the assigned day on which we take notice of the changes that have transpired. We may feel regretful, longing for the past, until we realize that we don't lose our high school memories when we move on. We don't lose what we have already experienced as a class. We only miss the opportunity to grow more as a class. When all of us in the class of 1991 look back on our high school careers, we won't so much recall who scored the crucial touchdown at the big game, who was prom queen, or who was voted most likely to go bald, but what we will hopefully remember first is the camaraderie that existed. We leave this high school not so much with lessons learned, but with the light to learn and comprehend.
members of the class of 1991. I would like to offer my congratulations to the entire class. To the student speakers, to all speakers, we want to thank you, congratulate you, and certainly to Mr. Ross, thank you for your speech and inspiration tonight. Also, special thanks to the many award winners recognized last night. We are very proud of the class of 1991 for the many accomplishments. The teachers for many years were looking forward to this particular class, and we followed them through their years in elementary and certainly middle school. This class has done well in their vocational tests and their vocational skills. They've done well musically, but they have especially been recognized academically and athletically. Academically, we've had 2 seniors who were semifinalists in the National Merit Scholarship Test. We had 2 seniors participate in the National FFA contest. We had 1 senior who was a member of the National FFA band. Athletically, everyone in the area heard about us. We were certainly in state competitions with several team sports, and individually, we had a 5th place winner. What is the future for this particular class? We're proud to let you know that 64% of our students are going on to further education. This compares with 63% last year, which we thought was extremely good last year. 31% will be going on to 4-year schools, with 17% going on to 2-year colleges and then transferring to 4-year colleges, for a total of 48% going on to 4-year schools. Another 11% will be going to 2-year colleges for associate programs, 5% to vocational programs, for a total of 64%. We're also proud of the fact we have 3% entering armed forces, 17% will be securing employment, and 16% will be seeking employment. In the past, I have often quoted current songs, which had words of advice appropriate for graduation, like tonight. It was suggested that this year I use Welcome to the Jungle, and for some of you that would be appropriate. Your class has chosen a song yesterday, and your motto alludes to what lies behind and what lies ahead, but speaks to what lies inside each of you. Those of us who have had some role in nurturing that which is within you wish you well on whatever path you take, and want to let you know that we'll be watching you from a distance. Mr. Ross, they have what it takes, and they will do their best. Members of the class, good luck, congratulations.
On behalf of the Board of School Directors, I'd like to congratulate all of the members of the class of 1991 for successfully completing the requirements for graduation from the Upper Dauphin Area High School. Today marks the end of your high school career and the beginning of your life as an independent adult. You now will have to make important decisions regarding your future. Many of you will be furthering your education in colleges or trade schools. Some will be starting new jobs, and some will be entering the military. Whatever your choice, make sure that it is your choice. Allow others to guide you, but don't let them make decisions for you. Never be afraid to try new fields, and don't be disappointed by your mistakes. Use your past experiences as stepping stones for future goals. And always remember that success isn't measured by the amount of degrees you have hanging on your wall or by the dollars in your pocket. Success is the feeling that comes from within, by knowing that you've done your best job, by enjoying what you're doing, and by making life a little more enjoyable for yourself and others around you. Good luck to all of you and all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see before you the students you sent to school for the first time 13 years ago. What they have become is primarily a product of their God-given talents, their native intelligence, their personal diligence. What they have achieved is to a large degree a reflection of your encouragement, your support, and the expectations which you held up for them. And what they have achieved, to a lesser but still substantial degree, is a product of the labours of the district faculty, kindergarten through 12th grade. We expect to be held accountable where we have fallen short, and we also expect to share in the success and in the credit which these young people represent. Mr. Board President and Mr. Superintendent, I certify that these students have met those standards laid down by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and by the Upper Dauphin Area School District Board of Education for the awarding of a high school diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the Upper Dauphin Area High School graduating class of 1991.
Marianne Michelle Bishop. Stephanie Ann Sittlinger. Janine Alice Eshelman. Sharon Adele Conrad. Jennifer Renee Wise. Michelle Jane Hand. Brandy Queen Williard. Jamie Scott Webster. Thomas Andrew Margatansky. Justin Harry Adams. Ty Van Pham. Frank Dennis Buffington. Scott Bradley Peterson. John Michael Chubb. Garth Aaron Campbell. Kelly Elizabeth Keeney. Heather Ann Williard. Kameen Marie Garrett. Tara Lynn Markle. Mindy Lou Roadcap. Catherine Alice Moore. Michelle Lynn Beagle. Angela Lorraine Perkins. Jennifer Lynn Kissinger. Beth Ann Taskin. Pamela K. Reed. Jessica Jessica Lee Erdman. Kelly Lynn Bingaman. Stephanie Lynn Kuppenhaver. Tanya K. Scholl. Eric Todd Huffman. Patrick Lynn Morgan. Christopher Allen Undercuffler. Michael Anthony Johnson. Eric Stephen Hoover. Price Eugene Buffington. Eric Daniel Rebuck. Patrick Roy Engel. Scott Allen Buffington. Corey Paul Johns. Stephen Alexander Chasen. Dale Robert Stoneroad. Hank William Klinger. Jason Michael Lauer.
Oh.
Roger Thomas Breyer. Kimberly Ann Bechtel. Stacy Lee Snyder. Deborah Ann Gallagher. Angie Melissa Fagley. Kay Sukata. Karen Marie Gottschall. Christina Jean Schultz. Heather Ann Kappus. Catherine Suzanne Grumbine. Christy Lynn Dieter. Wendy Rebecca Zewe. Melissa Marie Rickert. Nikki Ann Grimm. Angela Jean Faust. Damon William Morris. Jason Corey Gunder. Daniel Scott Shive. Steve Robert Starr Jr. Matthew Lynn Leitzel. Jeremy Scott Deppen. Andy Eugene Yules. Christopher Michael Herb. Steve Edward Welker. Carrie Lynn Wiest. Shane Michael Rao. Michael Justin Troutman. Jason Paul Undercuffler. Todd Joseph Lebo. Jacob John Swab. Joanne Marcel Dietrich. Tara Lee Brown. Amy Beth Snyder. Karen Elaine Rumberger. Nancy Lynn Cucker. Stephanie Diane Noor. Trixie May Schreffler. Jeanette Evelyn Shuey. Teresa Marie Ryder. Gemma Amato. Heather Lee Kovac. Paula Jean Grossinger. Amy Lynn Leddick. Christine Elaine Biddle. Richard Ray Williams. Chad Allen Messersmith. Michael Ernest Wirtz. Jeffrey Lynn Dietrich. Brett Allen Hepler. Kevin Michael Schaffler. Brian Joseph Laudenflager. Brandon Michael Davis. Stephen Patrick Boyer. Alejandro Vidal. Todd Matthew Ayers. John Levi Reed IV. John Samuel Harris. Dennis Eugene Bingaman II. Chris Allen Matter. Michael James Reed. Jeffrey Todd Lentz. Eric Whitmer is unable to be with us this evening. However, he has completed all the requirements for his diploma. Brandy Williard will receive a diploma symbolically on Eric's behalf.
Father, we ask your blessing upon these students and their families. We ask all the talent and ability you gave them that we use for other people and themselves to make our world a better place. God made the world, God made us with his of creation. Only mankind is endowed in God's image. Only we are made to know his love and taste his love and share his love. To bless them all, keeping close to you always, we ask this through Christ our Lord.
That's all right. Great job.
Thanks.
Yeah, it sure was a pleasure knowing you guys this year. I mean it. Yep.
Alrighty.
Great. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Hi, how are you doing?
That's what you are.
Hey, you got it. All right. Good job.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yep. Hey, what? You don't want on your tape? Goodness.
I thought as much when I heard the name.
She was walking all over the place earlier. Watch she don't get lost.
I might as well hug you too.
That's okay.
It was like
Ben Graham, one of you understand. All right, we'll
All right. Good boy. Good job, Scott. Your grandmother told me to make sure I get a picture of you two guys.
He said to come find me.
Right, okay. How you doing? Want to say anything to your grandmother? Say hi. Hey, all right. Very good. Okay, boys, good luck to you.
Thanks.
Yep, take care. The valedictorian. Congratulations. Yep. hey. Jeff. Hey, Jeff. How you doing, Ty?
See you next year.
How you doing? Good. Looking good.
Thank you.
Yep. Hey, how you doing, Todd? Congratulations. Yeah, there you go. Attaboy. Good job.
Thank you, Dale. Your arm's bearing down on mine. There you go.
Right, yeah, there, yeah, right. Okay. Good job. All right.
I didn't see her out here, though. I would expect you to talk to her.
Wait, you're like,
Yeah, she was there. Right here.
Big Al? All right. Good.
Hi, Dad.
How you doing?
Film at 11.
You're right.
Nice outfit. I wear friends.
I'm done, Dale.
Yeah, right.
Let's go home.
No way, I'm not coming with. Yeah, come here. Come on. Yeah, come here.
Found it.
Gotta shake your hand, man.
Here's Shane March. He goes, I was holding like this, you know? He goes, go pull on top of that building. That was funny.
Hi.
Thanks for the card.
Okay. Thanks for being a good egg.
I try.
Right. you go.
Tell them I'm sorry. Oh! They expect him to win when
Kim,
What?
stay there.
Hi, Mr. Dale.
How you doing?
Hi, Dale.
Good. Oh, wonderful. Yes, hello, Randy.
Meet at the square. That's what you should. So yeah. Yeah. Dale, go film the possum hunt trophy.
The what?
Yeah.
The posse hunting trophy. What's possum? They have one.
Yeah, they just gave it over here tonight.
Oh well, I missed it. Where is it? What a guy! What a guy! Okay, now just stay there a second. Let me get a look at it.
Hurry up.
Yeah, by gosh, champs of the possum hunt. All right. Good job. Good job, Bella. Steve's the architect of this thing, huh? Right.
He's the founder of it.
Yeah, he's the founder. Steve Walker's brainchild.
Okay. Wait a second. Wait a minute. There you go.
Yeah.
I want to get a picture. Come out.
Oh.
Get over there.
Mike, you got to do it again.
I didn't get him on there. Come on, Shane. Get in. Come on,
Come on, Shane. Hop in there.
Okay.
Put your hand on it.
Corey left.
Put your hand on it.
Corey's Shane, don't be hiding behind Frank.
And Corey Johns is absent. He's part of this too.
Yeah.
All right.
Dale didn't know there was possum in it.
No, I didn't. No.
2 of them.
Wait a minute. All right. Okay. Very good. That's it? Okay.
You can hit him with bats if you want.
Yeah, let's
So, I know I could depend on you two, Flakes. Here. Enough.
That was like stress relief.
Well, the big night has arrived, huh?
No, it's bad.
Bet you didn't think it'd take this long, did you?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
We sat there a long time.
Anything you seriously want to say now? Because this has sound. Like to say anything for the posterity of your class or anything?
Meaningful? Not really.
Not really? Okay.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, we're gonna miss them all. We love them all. You know.
Okay, you say it. I'll just smile in the background.
Now wait till I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hi, it's Kim and me.